early this morning, I watched the Nintendo Direct showcase for July, and there was some games where I could see myself playing, but for the most part, it kind of left me on the fence, kind of like, I'm not sure how I feel about a lot of this stuff. But I mean, so for the most part, the first game was Monster Hunter Stories 3. And this was actually probably one of the standout games. One of them. I could see myself playing this definitely. Monster Hunter has been very, very popular for probably the past, probably within the last decade for sure though, man. So this looks like definitely a day one cop for me. I didn't buy like the current Monster Hunter that's out right now or whatever, but I definitely would like to jump on this one for sure though. I'm not sure if I should play the other ones though. However, because you know how it is when like you don't play older games or whatnot, then you kind of left out the loop and confused about stuff though. But you know what, man? Like I can see myself playing this though, man. Day one cop for me though, so I'm gonna definitely try this out. Monster Hunter Story 3, Twisted Reflection actually doesn't come out until 2026, I believe. So this was the first game that started off the whole showcase. And the one thing about this showcase, I feel like this showcase wasn't like I don't feel like this was for mainly kids though, man. Like that's what it felt like. It felt like it was for kids and it really just felt like, they needed to get something out. Like get something out. And a lot of the stuff that I seen was mainly stuff that they grabbed from other consoles and stuff or whatnot though. But I mean there was some definitely some standouts on here though. But am I gonna say this whole showcase was fire? Yeah, debatable. But yeah, let's get back to it though, man. So the first one, let's see, Once Upon a Katamari. I guess it says you're rolling through Japan. This is mainly a kids family type game, restoring the universe. Uh, is it for me? Probably not. It's definitely not for me though. But I could see people playing this. If they I can see like somebody streaming this game and playing with their homies and just doing, just being silly, playing silly stuff, whatever. Is it something that I would stream every day? Probably not. But like, it's crazy because there probably are channels or whatever that probably could play this game and entertain a whole bunch of people though. So is it for me again? Not for me. But I'm sure there's somebody that likes this or whatever. So it's mainly for kids. Once Upon a Katamari, October 24th, 2025. After recording this video, you can pre-order it now. So yeah. So the next one, Just Dance 2026. Shout outs Ubisoft. Um, they keep making these games for some reason, and obviously if they keep making them, that means there is a market for it. And there's a market for it. People like to dance. People like being silly. People like being themselves. So if that's you, this game is for you. And like, I'm not sure if there's like copywritten songs and stuff like on this in this game, but knowing Ubisoft, they license songs. So like from independent artists though. So who knows like what type of songs are going to be in this game though? Has a party mode? Has co-op? Overall, though, man, I think you and the family could have fun with this game. Now, would I play it? I'm not sure. Like, I wouldn't spend a lot of time on this game. I'd give it a shot. It's available in October this year, so October 14th. The next game, Dragon Ball Spark and Zero, which is going to be on the Switch 2 and the Switch 1. If you're a Dragon Ball Z game, if you're a Dragon Ball fan, man, you know what time it is, man. You already know what it is, man. It comes with a whole bunch of characters, pretty much from Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Super, and if I'm not mistaken, I feel like Daima characters is on here too. So Dragon Ball Daima, I go Radish, Piccolo. You pretty much follow the whole storyline. If you've anybody that's a Dragon Ball Z fan pretty much knows the storyline or whatnot. So I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure if this is cross-platform, which this game should be cross-platform. I feel like if you have an online mode game and it's on other consoles, it needs to be cross-platform though. If I want to play against somebody that's on PlayStation, I should be able to do that. And I'm not sure, have they made it? See, I didn't play it that far though, but I wonder, did they at least? I see Blue Vegeta, I see Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue Goku. I'm not sure if they made it to, was it Ultra Instinct Goku yet? I'm not sure. But available November 14th, 2025, though. This is definitely a day one cop. If you have this game already, on the other consoles, then, I think you're buying it mainly for the convenience of not having to jump back and forth. So this next game they had, Plants vs. Zombies. Looks like it's a bunch of mini games, definitely for kids. This is not something I can see myself playing on the regular, but I'm sure your son and your daughters or whatever, they could be playing with their friends, a bunch of them playing with each other online. But, available October 23rd. Another standout on here was FC26. And soccer games usually do well on consoles. So even though I haven't played soccer games myself consistently though, man, but the last soccer game I played was fun. So I'm a big sports game connoisseur anyway, though. So yeah, I can see myself playing this. Available September 26, 2025 this year, though. So this next one, though, I will say, ironically, I'm actually interested in this game. Pac-Man World, open world, a new revamp of Pac-Man. I never thought I'd be saying this, but I want to play this. I feel like this would be something to do, like it has co-op, local co-op, whatever, play with your friends and stuff. Available 20, 20, what was it, September 26th? Why not? Like, why not try it out? I'm gonna play it, I'm gonna play it. Hopefully it ain't no $60, $70 game. Now this next one, I think this is what, Final Fantasy? Yeah, this next one, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, Final Fantasy Tactics. That's what it was. So, again, I'm not a big, huge RPG type person or whatever, but I think the last RPG game that I played was like this. Yeah, I don't remember the last RPG game that I played like this. Now, is Pokemon Yellow version an RPG game? Probably not. But I feel like it falls in that realm, wherever walking around. That's probably the last like RPG game I actually played though, because RPG is not my cup of tea. But it's available September 30th, 2025. Definitely you can pre-order it today at the recording of this video. So all my Final Fantasy RPG fans or whatever, jump on that, man. Something to pass the time. Or Persona 3 Reload. Said it looks fun. Has that Final Fantasy Digimon feel. I'm not mad at it at all, the open world, you can run around, with weapons and fight people. Again, like I said, has that Final Fantasy Digimon feel though. And I do like the graphics, is eye popping. Looks like it has a dope storyline, and it's available October 23rd. If you are into something like this, man, go for it though, man. I can see myself playing it though. So far, the thing that really confused me about this showcase was like, after you release like a huge game like Donkey Kong Bonanza, I probably seen maybe 3 games that was like day one cops. Like after, well, we haven't finished this video yet though, but like so far I've only seen like maybe two definites, whatever, but 3 tops so far after recording at the time or whatever that that we at right now though. So I mean, overall, if I know people that was excited about like this Nintendo Direct though, but like it just didn't blow me away yet. It just didn't. It hasn't blown me away yet though. So we can continue with it though. And it wasn't trash. It wasn't fire though. So this is what it is. So this one I feel like should be a day one cop. This one was it Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment? I believe they are associated with Zelda, if I'm not mistaken. I definitely would play this though, man. This is my vibe of game because it looks like it has a dope story mode. It has a progression to it. You actually have to work at this game, and I feel like this is not gonna be like a quick, easy beat game or whatever, Obviously, you see the progression on here. You see the different moves and stuff, whatever. You see how eye-popping, how incredible this looks. So games like this, should be a day one cop. Should be. So Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment. Oh, this one didn't have an official release date. They just showed footage on it. Was another thing that was confusing. It's like the next big showcase, like after Donkey Kong Bonanza, and then you didn't give a official like release date, which that's puzzling to me, but it is what it is. All right, so you already know what time it is with Madden 26. And I'm a sports guy. I haven't played Madden in a long time though, but I think this year is going to be the year I'm going to actually get back to playing Madden. I used to play Madden every day. I back then I would run, back when I was playing, obviously I needed a mobile quarterback. I ran with the Seahawks whenever Russell Wilson was with the Seahawks or whatever. For sure though, man. I don't think I played franchise mode though. Like whenever I play, man, I just like playing people online though. But I'm pretty sure there's people that love playing franchise mode and building their own legacy though. So simulation type football, let me know what teams that you can see yourself playing this year. Shouts to the Eagles and Jalen Hurts, whoever they won a Super Bowl this past year. So I'm interested to seeing like what the rookies do this year. See what Shador Sanders this year, what he does, and how he plays on Madden. And I actually seen something that said that Travis Hunter was I guess the highest rated rookie ever in Madden. I think his rating was like 84, which is crazy for a rookie. He's going to be a cornerback and a receiver. So I don't know how true that is if he's going to be playing both sides of the ball because the NFL is different though. So, I'm looking forward to the NFL season and I'm looking forward to Madden 26 though. Let me know in the comments or whatever if you're going to be playing Madden this year. Is it worth buying Madden on Nintendo Switch 2? Now, I feel like this would be worth a buy if it was, to me, it is 100% worth a buy if it's cross-platform. Because to me, Madden makes no sense if it's not cross-platform if you're playing online. Now, if it's not and you're just playing against Nintendo Switch 2 players, I don't know, man. It's like I don't know. Like I love Nintendo Switch 2 though, but like Madden has always been a PlayStation Xbox thing. Yeah, though, man. I'm not mad at this though. Madden 26. So yeah, y'all let me know if it's a cop or not. Now, the next one, some campfire game. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like this, to me, I gotta keep it a bean with y'all. To me, this was a waste of a slot, of a game slot for a presentation. Like I'm not sure why Nintendo did this game called Chilling by the Fire. It's definitely a kids game. Kids or whatever, they can get with their friends and they can just put their headsets on or whatever and talk to each other. And playing games like this and simulation, Roblox type, overcooked type game, but not for me. Oh, that's why you need the camera. Now, having the camera definitely brings, I guess, a better feel to the game. Am I buying this game? Probably not. It's not for me. I feel like this was a wasted slot. So this was the one head scratcher. It's like Nintendo, don't do this again. Don't do that. Don't do that no more. This is a no go. I get it or whatever. It's probably great for kids. An anticipated showcase like this, don't waste people's time with this no more, man. And no official release date on this. Apex Legends. Okay, as a person that plays Call of Duty and used to play Halo, I tried playing Apex Legends, and I gotta say, it was cool for a little bit, but it wasn't for me because maybe the button layouts and just how it overall plays and stuff, whatever. But not my type of first person shooter. I think I should. I probably will give it a shot though, because I think Apex Legends is free. Is it free? I feel like it's just think this is a free to play game. Yeah, though, man. I can see people playing this. They have a huge tournament pretty much every year for this game, and this is one of the biggest games out or whatnot, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, though, man, it's dope to see Nintendo Switch 2 getting this game. Now, this next one, I will say, surprisingly, what was it? Was it Hella? I think it's Hella. It's a rat game, open world. For some reason, I can see myself playing this. Comes out next year. Comes out next year, well, but for some reason, this game looks interesting. I feel like if I was playing this game on a late night on the stream, it probably would catch my attention. I would probably look up, and I'd probably end up be playing this game for like 2 hours for some reason. It's like games like this are, I guess, what's the word? They are underrated because it's probably little things and stuff that you can do to make this game fun. Just running around as a mouse or whatnot and doing missions and basically everything. Every task is a huge task because you're small. So, all right, the next one, Star Wars Outlaws. Now, I'm iffy on this game because I think I seen this on Xbox and shouts to Ubisoft. But the only thing is I like action-packed Star Wars games where you're fighting with a lightsaber, there's progression, you're learning new techniques and stuff. It's open world where it's action-packed. You're I mean, obviously, it does have, you know, times we get on the ship, spaceship. You can move around or whatever on a bike, a speeder and stuff though. But like what I seen that was on Xbox, it just didn't feel complete at all, But in order to enjoy this game, and shouts to Ubisoft again, like if to enjoy this game, I feel like you gotta be a huge Star Wars fan. And to me, there's so many other better Star Wars games to play. So I'm not mad at this or whatever, but is this a day one, you know, cop or play or whatnot? I'm leaning towards no because it just didn't jump out at me whenever I seen it. But hey, if you're a Star Wars fan and you that's your thing or whatever, jump on it, man. But it's gonna be available September 4th, 2025, man. Do your thing. Star Wars Outlaws, you dig? Yeah. And we're gonna do a few more, and I'm not gonna just stay on this the whole time. I'm gonna give you my thoughts of the whole thing though. So the next one was Chronos, open world survival type game. Looks like a plague and stuff is going on. Wherever it looks like an end of the world type game. You got your weapons. You'll find rifts and you'll have time travel. So that's pretty dope. Wherever you can go back in the past or whatnot, which I think it has something to do with the missions. And you'll be able to upgrade your abilities on this game though. So I can see this being a day one cop. And this, to me, this isn't like an easy beat either or whatever. I feel like you're going to be spending days on this game, maybe weeks or whatever, depending on what your schedule is. Because this isn't like just something that you can speed run through. I doubt it or whatnot. Because I think they're going to make this game too hard. Progression survival games like this are usually difficult to beat real fast, though. So, yeah, you're literally trying to save the world, from this plague. That would look like. Or you're trying to get info or whatever. But available September 5th, 2025. This is definitely a day one cop. So, the last one I'm going to really talk about is Yakuza. Yakuza Konami. I guess the main character is Kazuma Kairu, and he's facing against, let's see, Ryuji Goya. Combat, open world, beat 'em up style type game. We gotta appreciate games like this where they put effort into it. To me, this is a day one cop. You get weapons, missions. And there's little small things within this game or whatnot that's going to keep your attention. But look at this though, man. This game looks nice or whatever. You can do combos, different weapons or whatnot, and obviously you're going to learn new techniques and moves and combos and stuff. And this is the little stuff that I'm talking about. Little things like this to keep you occupied. See, you be able, and it has little games within it, man. Like we already seen karaoke, we seen golf, and I'm pretty sure there's just so many other things or whatever that's going to keep you occupied with this game, though. So I feel like this is definitely a day one cop. So overall. It's weird, but yeah. But overall, though, man, this game looks pretty good. Looks pretty solid, though, man. Yakuza, sorry about that. Kiwami 2, available November 13th, 2025, though, man. Definitely a day one cop. So, but the rest of the games or whatever are just stuff that just coming. We're gonna just jot through the rest of these, whatever, and then I'll give you my thoughts. I want this game. Was it NBA Bounce? Is that what it is? NBA Bounce. This looks fun. I don't know why, but I want this game. I don't know why it has reminiscence of NBA Jam. It's probably nothing like NBA Jam, NBA Bounce or whatever. To me, I would buy this on day one just to have it, and play stuff. But I think this is a Switch 1 game. I don't think this is a Switch 2, but should work on Switch 2. But comes out September 26, 2025. All the teams and stuff or whatever. Something my daughter, I don't know what my daughter played this. She's a huge Hello Kitty type person. This is the one that I want. Shinobi. That's what it was. Shinobi Art of Vengeance. I need this. August 29th, 2025. Oh, the demo's available right now. Oh, snap. I gotta buy this. I mean, I gotta download this. I gotta download this and play this so I can do a review on this though, man. To me, this is a day one cop. Like this is like that reminiscence of the throwback Shinobi games, whatever, but it looks updated though, man. Shinobi Art of Vengeance. But overall though, man, I would say maybe like day one cops, or whatever. In some of the games, whatever I overhyped or whatever, but like day one cops, man, maybe like 5 of them. I think which ones? I'm gonna look at my notes. I feel like Yakuza Konami. I feel like that one was The Shinobi game was a day one cop. The Pac-Man randomly, but the Pac-Man game, Pac-Man World was a day one cop. Persona 3. Persona 3 was okay, but it was to me wasn't day one. FC 26, if you're a soccer fan, that's definitely a day one cop. Madden, if you want to play Madden on Switch 2, but me personally, I would rather play Madden on PlayStation 5, just keeping it real. PlayStation 5 or Xbox. I would pick those two on those two consoles to play Madden over Switch 2 though, but I could be wrong though, because the only way that I would get Madden for the Switch 2 is if it has crossplay so I can play against other people on other consoles. Then yes. And obviously the Just Dance game was or whatever. If you like it, you like it or whatever. But there's definitely a market for it because they keep making these games. Like I said, Ubisoft probably more than likely is going to have licensed music from indie artists or whatever. Which hopefully I could probably provide some music for that game because I think it'll be pretty dope. Yeah, games like that last a long time. Because people like to dance, people like to be themselves, people like to be silly. And if that's something that is in your realm, you should definitely get it though. And obviously the first game or whatever that came on screen, Monster Hunter. Well, let me make sure. Monster Hunter Stories 3. And it doesn't come out till 2026 though. So overall, just because we didn't see any like, oh my gosh, I gotta get this. We didn't get the Smash Brothers. We didn't get the Luigi's Mansion. We didn't get Diddy Kong Racing. We didn't get a Red Dead Redemption 2 on it or whatnot. We didn't get Star Fox. We didn't get games like that. That's gonna make us pay attention. We didn't get the I guess the release date for Metroid Prime. Is it Metroid Prime? Well, the newest Metroid game is supposed to be coming. We didn't get games like that made this showcase worth getting up in the morning. So I have to give this showcase a 6.8 out of 10. 6.8 out of 10. Only because all the games wasn't a complete waste of time. The only game to me that was a complete waste of time to me was the chilling. Was it Chilling by the Fire? Is that what it was? I seen somebody make a comment or whatever on the live saying they could have sent that through an email. 100% agree. They could have sent that game through the email, and then we could have just found out on social media. So you got to come harder than that. Like after Donkey Kong Bonanza just came out, and Donkey Kong Bonanza is still the biggest game on Nintendo Switch 2. It still is right now. So Nintendo, y'all got some work to do, man. Y'all got some work to do. I do like the direction that y'all are going because y'all do have some games that are fun that I see that there are some day one cops. Just because I said day one cop doesn't mean I was wild though. Anyways, y'all let me know how y'all feel about the Nintendo Direct. But you already know it's Man's Architect Mr. J with another video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, like, comment, share. Until next time, peace.